Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is CherryBoy, and welcome back to Wolf Tales. This time I'm gonna get the good ending. Let's go! Now, instead of letting you go, I shall tell you to wait. Let us... Hang on a second. I interrupt Mirari mid-sentence, causing the wolf girls to look at me in surprise. I know I said that you should leave, but I didn't mean right now. Stay here for tonight. Eat well, sleep well, and prepare yourself for what you'll soon be facing. But I place my index finger over Mirari's lips as she tries to protest. You've almost died twice in the short time we've known one another, Mirari. Please, don't tempt fate a third time. Make whatever preparations you need to tonight, then settle everything tomorrow. Would you do that for me, Mirari? Alright, I understand. If you're the one asking me one, then I will do as you say. Now hold on just a minute here. We don't have time to play around here any longer. Even now our kin must be... You too, Fuyu. Eh? I placed my hand, which was resting on Mirari's lips a moment ago, on Fuyu's shoulder. I know you feel like you need to go right this second, but... Without any delay, but please, think about this for a second. Your friend needs urgent care, and Mirari has just learned of her mother's death. Do you really think that rushing headfirst into the action is the right thing to do? Well, that is... And of course, there's your own health to worry about as well, Fuyu. Mine? Yo, I'm feeling this music. That's right. You're on edge, surprised and feeling restless. Sorry about that. You're worried about your kin, but also about your friends right here. If you go out there while your If you go out there while your head is muddled, you're only going to wind up getting hurt. And the last thing I want is for you to end up in the same state as your friend here. With slightly reddened cheeks, Fuyu opens her eyes wide and stares at me. Ahem. Yeah! Fuyu jumps in surprise as her injured friend suddenly clears her throat. Honestly, you two, you'd allow yourselves to be charmed by a human male so easily? I'm disappointed in you both, especially you, Fuyu. What happened to the cautious soldier who despised humans and claimed that they weren't to be trusted? Has this human male truly tamed you in such a short amount of time? Mirari and Fuyu both look down at their feet as their friend chides them. The injured wolf girl doesn't mince her words, nor does she display any joy on her face as she speaks. She truly is bewildered by the choices of her companions. That being said, the human may have a point. Our opponent is formidable. If you go out there without a plan, you'll likely wind up rushing to your deaths. Before you leave, let me explain to you in depth what is going on and who you are up against. Alright, give us a plan. Explain. For the next couple of hours, the wolf girls talk to their friend while treating her wounds. Mirari and Fuyu listen intently to the events that have transpired during their absence. From the search for Mirari to the avalanche and coup, all of the drama is recounted for the sake of the two girls. Mother, I had no idea. While we were idling around here, our pack has been... Yes, I'm afraid things haven't been going well since your disappearance, Princess. Most of the problems we now face are the result of recent weather conditions. Be that as it may, the absence of a leader has naturally compounded the issue. I can't believe everyone fell to I can't believe everyone fell to pieces the moment our leader perished. Functioning as a pack is great and all, but when did we all lose our sense of autonomy? Autonomy. It's because I wasn't there. If I had just stayed put, then this would all... Mirari and Fuyu lament the state of their pack. With heavy hearts, they regret their absence and their pack's time of need, and the consequences of their actions. Even if they weren't directly responsible for anything that has happened, they understand the impact their decisions. The one who's trying to take over, does he have the support of the pack? Not essentially. However, in a time when we've lost a great number of our members, and everyone is frightened, a strong male presence is not to be underestimated. The pack needs a leader now more than ever. If this matter is left alone, it won't be long before he gains the pack's support. That is troublesome. When you say strong male, do you mean... I mean that literally, yes. To be blunt, even if you both fought him at once, you wouldn't stand a chance. If you were to defeat him in combat, you must come up with a solid strategy. Set traps, lure him onto thin ice, use weapons from this human's house, do whatever it takes. Is fighting really the only way? Even if we do defeat him, it won't bring back those who have already been killed. No, but it will secure your position as pack leader and restore the pack's stability. Even so... Don't worry, Princess. You needn't lift a finger. I will take care of that traitor all by myself. Fuyu, I understand how you feel, but I don't think you should take this man on solo. In a battle to the death, one more set of hands can easily sway the outcome. While the girls talk strategy, I head into the kitchen and start to make lunch. I try to focus on the task at hand, but for the most part, I find myself deep in thought. Tormented by the reality of what my guests will soon face, I begin to feel like our time together is finally about to come to an end. Having those two leave my home was supposed to be what I've wanted from the very beginning, and yet rather than see them off with a smile on my face as I should have, I stopped them. Why? Why did I do that? Mirari and Fuyu are going to return to their pack. They will be reunited with their friends and family and resume their day-to-day lives. I'll return to my life of solitude. I won't need to take care of anyone else or show consideration for anyone else. I'll be able to live as I choose. This is what's best for everyone. I know it is. So why is it that I feel like I should get involved? 'Cause you should. As the day drags on, a solemn atmosphere fills the cabin. Fuyu, desperate to protect Mirari, spends her time with her injured friend, thinking up ways to fight their common enemy. They look around the cabin for materials with which to fashion traps, talk about ways to rally the other wolves, and at all times seem to be taking the matter quite seriously. Mirari, on the other hand, separates herself from the others and sulks on her own. No doubt haunted by thoughts of her deceased mother, she remains silent, not saying or doing a thing as she mourns all by herself. While the girls do as they see fit, I try to give them as much space as I can. Contrary to how I feel, I do realize that this is a half-wolf matter and not something which a human should get involved in. As much as it pains me to see the gentle, kind-hearted wolf girls in this state, I won't butt into their affairs. Hey Juan, can you come here for a second? Sure, Fuyu. What's up? I was just wondering if we could borrow some rope and a couple of pieces of wood. To make a trap? That's right. Can't make traps without materials, you know. Take as much as you need. So? Was there anything else? Oh, no, I just thought that maybe... Forget it, it's not important. I'll go back to planning now. For reasons beyond my comprehension, Fuyu hesitates to leave my side. Right in the face, she regretfully returns to her injured companion's side, then shoots one more glance in my direction before returning to work. I thought Mirari was the only one shaken by all of this, but it seems Fuyu isn't quite herself either. Maybe I should talk to Fuyu once she's finished planning everything out with her friend. This will likely be our last night under the same roof. After all, I'd hate for anything important to be left unsaid. Yep. Let it all out. By the time Fuyu has finished making her preparations, night has already fallen. I start to cook dinner for the four of us, once again leaving the girls to their own devices. Surely enough, a short while later, I hear the pitter-patter of stealthy footsteps behind me. It won't be ready for another 30 minutes for you. How did you... Mirari wouldn't try to sneak up on me like that, or he'd have cooked food for that matter, and the other girl is too injured to sneak around so quietly, so I figured it couldn't be her. I turned my head as I addressed Fuyu. While doing so, I finally realized something. Say, where are those two? They've both gone in for a bath. Mirari insisted that the wounds should be cleaned properly, so it seemed like they might be in there for a while. Is that right? Well, whatever. I'm sure Mirari could use a distraction right now. Yes, perhaps so. Returning to the task at hand, I turn away from Fuyu and continue chopping up the potatoes. Hey, Juan. No, you can't have any until it's cooked. That's not what I was going to ask. Suddenly adopting a solemn tone of voice, Fuyu pinches the hem of my shirt. Juan, do you remember the night when I, imposed on you? You mean when you went into heat? What? No, I wasn't. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I know that isn't something you can control. So what about it? If I came to you like that again, what would you do? I placed the knife in my hand down on the chopping board, then turned around to face Fuyu properly. When I do, I realize that Fuyu is fidgeting restlessly, and her face is beet red. That's an unexpected question. I guess I could help you out again, if you're okay with me being your partner. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, though. With an extra person here, it might be difficult to do that undetected. It doesn't have to be tonight. Huh? I raise an eyebrow as I look down at Fuyu. But you're leaving tomorrow, aren't you? If not tonight, then I'm going to return here, okay? Once the princess and I have done what we need to, we're going to come back here, whether you want me here or not. We're going to do what we did last time. No, we'll go even further! Because, you know, I've already chosen you. Chosen me? I don't understand. Chosen me for what? Ah, jeez! Can't you figure it out for yourself? This is why I can't stand humans. Listen here, Juan. Once the princess and I have fulfilled our duty, I'm going to come straight back here and we'll continue this conversation. Until then, wait for me, okay? Before I can ask Fuyu to elaborate, she quickly slinks away. Fuyu returns to the couch a moment before her fellow wolf girls leave the bathroom, giving me no opportunity to probe any further. Until this incident comes to an end, all I can do is speculate. That being said, perhaps I'd be better off waiting for Fuyu to just tell me herself. Right now, going off what she said to me, it almost sounds like she wants me to become her mate.
Oh yeah, give birth to wolf babies.
As the morning sun rises, the inhabitants of my cabin all wake up bright and early. Following breakfast, some last-minute planning, and a few concerned comments from the only human present, we all meet in the living room one more time. I don't mean to rush you, princess, but if you are planning to lay traps before the confrontation, you best hurry. Time is of the essence. Your opponent will not wait for you to gather your wits. Yes, I know. We will leave momentarily. Fuyu, are you prepared to leave? Yes, princess. I am ready whenever you are. Excellent. In that case, we will not dally any longer. Smiling resolutely, Mirari turns to face me. Juan. Yes, Mirari? While it pains me to leave you like this, I promise that our parting will not be for long. The kindness you have shown me until now shall not be forgotten, nor will I ever regret the time we have spent together. As soon as I am able, I shall come back here to see you. Of course, you're welcome anytime. The same goes for you, Fuyu. Don't be a stranger. That goes without saying. We already promised to meet again after everything is settled, didn't we? We sure did. Well then, if nothing more needs to be said, I believe it is time for us to head off. We'll be back as soon as we are able. However, should the worst happen... Don't finish that sentence. You're both going to be fine. In fact, I'm sure you'll be back here pestering me in no time. I do hope so. Bowing her head respectfully, Mirari turns around with a smile on her face. Fuyu, carrying some supplies I lent the girls, mimics Mirari's action then follows straight after her. Mirari opens the door, ushering Fuyu out first, then follows her out into the snow. A moment later, the door is shut, and all at once, silence consumes the cabin once more.
And now we wait.
Left in the company of the injured wolf girl, I find myself pacing restlessly around the cabin as time slowly passes by. Watching the clock, waiting for something to happen, praying that the girls will be okay. I can't bring myself to relax, or to focus on anything unrelated to the wolf girl's plight. All I can do is curse my own inactivity as I worry about my former guests. Damn it! Why am I getting so worked up over this? The girls are going to be fine. They've been planning their attack carefully, and the traitor has no idea that they're coming for him. They have my map, some crude traps that they made, and probably even the support of those who followed Mirari's parents. This should all be a walk in the park. So why do I... Oh, for goodness sake, just go already! I almost jumped in surprise as my remaining guests suddenly piped up. Excuse me? You heard me. You've been pacing around with that worried look on your face ever since those two left. If you're just going to spend the entire time worrying about them, why don't you chase after them? They should still be setting up, assuming they've even arrived yet. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up to them. I shake my head and sigh. I can't do that. This is a half-wolf matter. A human like me shouldn't get involved. Oh, please. It's a little late to be saying that now. You're already involved, whether you like it or not. The injured wolf girl sits up on the couch and looks directly into my eyes. I don't know what's going on between the three of you in this cabin, but the smell of pheromones coming from those girls is overwhelming. Even if they won't admit it, I'm sure that at least one of them has their eyes set on you. As soon as you take one of them as your mate, you'll be part of our pack anyway. My eyes open wide as the wolf girl's words begin to register. Despite the insistence that I'm unrelated to this pack business, and that I should keep my nose out of their affairs, it seems the girls do not feel the same way. Take one of them as my mate? It couldn't be, could it? What Fuyu was saying last night, about her choosing me. No way. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Why not end your suffering and go after them? I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. Besides, the wolf girl's eyes suddenly narrow. they're going to need all the help they can get. They... what? What do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. We made all the preparations we could in a short amount of time, but I doubt that it'll be enough. If it comes down to a direct confrontation between those two and the traitor, they will without a doubt be slaughtered. Slaughtered? No, but Mirari's the rightful heir, isn't she? Surely he'll give up, or the other members of the pack will help them. I wouldn't count on that. The second he sees the princess, he will kill her, no matter who is around to witness such an act. Our pack responds to strength above all else. If the princess cannot defeat a potential usurper, then she will not be accepted anyway. No way. I thought facing that guy was the last resort, not a necessity. If those two have to fight them by themselves, they'll be... Without another moment of thought, I run towards the storeroom and grab my axe. I'ma chop him up! In response to my sudden action, the injured wolf girl smiles at me sincerely for the first time. Best of luck, human. Go and protect your mate, no matter what hardship lies in your wake. I will! Without sparing a moment to respond to the girl's words, I nod absent-mindedly and rush out of the living room. I jump into my truck, placing my axe on my lap, and start the engine. Before the injured girl can react to the noise of the engine, I drive out into the snow, throwing caution to the wind as I follow the path Fuyu once led me down. Yeah, I'm gonna run him over! Alright, this should be it. If I recall, the path up here is... Where there was once a pile of snow blocking the path, there is now level ground. Whether someone cleared it out, or nature has simply taken its course, I don't know. All I care about is the fact that I can keep driving, right into the den of Fuyu and Mirari. Wait for me, girls, I'm coming! I'm a-coming! I continue to drive through the snow, no longer sure of which direction I'm supposed to be heading. Having never gone this far around the mountain before, I have no way of knowing if I'm heading towards the girl's den, or in the complete opposite direction. Damn it! What did my map say again? I knew I should have kept it in the truck. Just as frustration threatens to take over, I notice something in the distance. A few figures are moving around in the snow. Two of them are quickly circling one another, while the third takes distance. As I grow closer, I recognize two of the figures. Fuyu! Mirari! And that must be... I clutch the axe resting on my lap as I focus on the third party. Facing off against Fuyu is a large creature, more wolf than man, easily several times her size. Fuyu is fighting, but clearly tired. Against the giant towering over her, she doesn't stand a chance. Shit! Rather than slow down, I press my foot against the accelerator even harder than before. Pedal to the metal! My truck increases in speed, threatening to spit out of control at any moment as I rapidly approach the target. Fuyu, jump! What? Jumping out of the way just in time, Fuyu narrowly avoids being hit by my truck. Her opponent, however, is not so lucky. Yeah, I hit that SOB! Shit, I'm losing control of the wheel! Damn it all! Without a moment to spare, I undo my seatbelt, grab my axe, and bail out of the truck! A few seconds later, the truck swerves off the side of the mountain, descending who knows how many miles before meeting its untimely demise. Fawn? How did you... Talk later! I hit him pretty hard, but I don't think it'll be enough to kill that bastard. As if responding to my words, I feel a presence manifest behind me. I turn around, swinging my axe wildly, hoping to nail the wolf in the head. Unfortunately, my luck appears to have run out. Human filth! My axe strikes the wolf in what I assume to be his ribcage. Unfortunately, my attack only serves to enrage the beast. The next moment, he swipes his mighty claws sideways, ripping the axe from my hands. Before I can so much as reach for my weapon, the wolf pounces on me, pinning me to the ground. Die, human! My eyes widen as the wolf raises its claw. Pinned to the ground with no hope of escape, I watch in terror as the lumbering razor-sharp appendage is swung down. With more weight and precision behind it than I would dare to imagine, time appears to slow to a halt, as death beckons to me all too soon. Get away from my mate! Stupid little... Come here. Princess! You'll pay for that, traitor! The moment I resigned myself to death, I opened my eyes to find an unbelievable sight. Despite the difference in their size and the sheer hopelessness of our situation, Mirari and Fuyu are desperately fighting off the alpha male. You girls, what are you doing? You should have taken the opportunity to run away and leave you here to die over my dead body. That's exactly my point. We're unmatched. There's no way we can win. But if you two had fled, you could have at least saved yourself. You're one to talk. Why did you come here? You should have just stayed in your cabin and treated that girl. Why did you have to meddle in our affairs? Why? I rise to my feet, grabbing my axe as I do. Isn't it obvious? I came to save my mate! Thunk!
The human again. Die, you miserable piece of whack!
With the two wolf girls holding our opponent back, I land two clear, heavy blows straight to the alpha male's head. It isn't enough to knock him unconscious, but for the first time since the girls enraged him, he appears to be weakening. Unfortunately, his strength is still too much for the girls to bear. The two of them are tossed about as though they are weightless, using all their strength to merely hang off the wolf's limbs as he moves about. Pain spreads on the girls' faces. They won't last much longer.
You bastard! Take your hands off her! Whack! You worthless! Whack!
I strike the wolf again and again, ignoring every warning my body gives me as I push myself far beyond my limits. My axe splinters but remains in one piece. Even as it collides with the wolf's thick skull, it somehow avoids destruction. Only good for one more strike. I raise the axe over my head.
It's over!
And put an end to the fight, once and for all. Not so tough now, huh? Are you? Barely able to stand, I limp over to the unconscious wolf's ragged body, wielding half of a wooded axe, which is now only good for stabbing prey with the broken end. I bring my weapon to the wolf's face. Juan, stop! Please, that's enough. The princess is right. Juan, lower your weapon. The pack will take care of the rest. Turning to face the girls, I regrettably drop my weapon. Even if I wanted to finish our opponent off, the truth is I don't have the strength. Juan, I can't believe you. How could you follow us here, even knowing what dangers might await? Be it the loss of blood, my overwhelming exhaustion, or a rare chink in the wall around my heart, I respond thusly. How can I not come when my mate is in danger? What are you? It is true that I said something like that. Maybe, in the heat of the moment, but that... You're the only one, Fuyu. I told you that already. Fuyu's face turns bright red as I make her remember the night she came to me. Just for that, you came out here in search of me. You fought that monster. You put your life in danger. How could you do something so reckless and stupid for a reason like that? Fuyu makes her way over to my side and immediately punches me in the chest. Idiot! You stupid human! I can't believe you. What kind of fool would do such a thing like that? For someone like me, you're so... Fuyu continues to strike me, but as tears begin to spill from her eyes, her punches seem to lose all strength. Before long, her punches stop completely. Instead, she tightly grasps the front of my shirt, quietly sobbing into my chest. Idiot, I hate you so much. I know, Fuyu, I know. Enduring Fuyu's dishonesty, I wrap my arms around her. No matter what she says, it's clear that above all, what Fuyu feels is relief. Together we have fought and won. No amount of sass is going to change that. While their pack carts off the alpha male, Mirari, Fuyu, and I take our leave. Back to the cabin. We slowly trudge through the storm, heading back to the cabin with clear exhaustion and relief painted all over our faces. Finally, it's over. Man, that was intense. Hope you enjoyed all that. When we return to our cabin, Mirari takes it upon herself to nurse her injured friend. She tells the injured girl of everything that happened, including the many embarrassing things that were said. Thankfully, by the time she gets to that part, I've already left the room. And so as for you. So, here we are again. I'm going to ask this once, just to make sure, but... Are you really okay with this? I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Stupid Juan. Fuyu tries her best not to smile as she nervously walks over to my bed. Despite her words, I can see Fuyu's tail wagging as she walks, and the lingering thread of a smile attempting to form on her lips. Fuyu, I know this is hard for you, but you don't need to keep your guard raised around me anymore. That's no way to enter into a relationship. Relation? What are you talking about? Who would want to enter a relationship with you? You do, Fuyu. The moment I said the word relationship, your tail started wagging like crazy, and you finally broke out into a smile. I know, that was a mistake. My body is, honest. Chuckling to myself, I sit beside Fuyu. You know, Fuyu, I have no intention of forcing you to do anything. If you can say to me honestly that you have no desire to go any further than this, then I won't press the matter. But you know. I wrap my arm around Fuyu's waist, causing her to jump in fright. Despite her anxiety, however, Fuyu does not pull away from me. Fuyu, when you screamed at that wolf earlier, telling him to get away from my mate, I was overjoyed. Not only that, you immediately thrust yourself into danger, trying desperately to keep him from harming me. Your words may be harsh sometimes, Fuyu, but I can see how deeply you care for others. And of course, if you'll still take me, I would very much like to be one of those loved ones whom you hold dear. You're reading too much into this. I was just trying to protect the princess, that's all. When I called you my mate, I wasn't thinking straight. It was the heat of the moment, and, Was it really? Fuyu lets out a faint whimper as I draw my face closer to hers. Blushing furiously, she casts her gaze downward, desperate to avoid making eye contact. You know, Fuyu, when I was speaking to your injured friend earlier, she told me that she was overwhelmed the moment she walked into this cabin. Apparently, either you or Mirari has been excreting pheromones like crazy. Do you know anything about that? Further lowering her head, Fuyu hides her face the best she can. How would I know something about that? Something like that? I didn't smell any stupid pheromones. Really? Yes, really! I see. I let out a sigh, after which a smile immediately forms in my face. If you can't smell them, then they must be yours after all, Fuyu. Fuyu raises her face, unveiling to me an expression of utter shock. How could that be possible? Why would I be releasing Frill? Fuyu lets out a cute yelp as I place my hand on her thigh. Give up the act, Fuyu. You can't deceive your mate. There you go again, calling yourself my mate so brazenly. You started it, Fuyu. It was only for a short while, but for a moment there, you finally showed me your honest side. Now, would you show it to me one more time? I place my free hand on Fuyu's face and guide her towards me, making her look me in the eye once more. I like you, Fuyu. I think that we have a lot in common, despite our different upbringings. You who defends your heart desperately, and me, alone. Oh man, oh god, how do I? Oh no, I missed it. How do I? Oh no, god, no, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. You who defends your heart desperately, and me, a loner who once abandoned everyone and everything he held dear. Maybe it's because we've both taken similar paths in life, but I feel that in the short time we've been together, we've grown closer than I thought I'd ever become with someone else ever again. Still holding Fuyu's cheek in my hand, I slowly bring my face closer to hers. Fuyu, I want to stay with you, whether it's here in this cabin, back in your den, or anywhere else. But at the same time, I have no intention of living with someone who doesn't return my feelings, much less starting a family with them. So, I'm leaving the choice up to you. If you're willing to take a chance on me and open your heart for once, then I will do the same. If not, all you have to do is leave, and I won't pursue this matter any further. Fuyu remains silent for a while, neither speaking nor getting up to leave. She sits in the one spot unmoving, staring into my eyes. Seeing this, I don't try to rush her. This is an important decision, and it isn't one that people like us can make easily. Whatever conclusion she comes to, I will honor it. I like you too. You do? I don't know about, cooking or cleaning or having children or any of that stuff the princess has studied, but if you're sure about this, about me, then... I bring my face closer and plant a short, soft kiss on Fuyu's cheek. I'm sure. Then, Fuyu goes to turn away, then stops herself. As hard as this is for her, she tries her best to continue making eye contact with me. Like I said, I don't really know about this stuff, so if you would, Yeah, I understand. Leave it all to me.
Oh, gonna make some wolf babies.
Kissing Fuyu once more, this time on the lips, I gently lower her body onto the bed. Positioning myself above her, I kiss her over and over again, taking my time as Fuyu gradually adjusts herself to the situation. No matter how long I wait, however, Fuyu's heart rate does not slow down, and neither does mine. Fuyu, tell me if I'm going too fast, or if I hurt you or anything, okay? I've never done this before either, so I might make a few mistakes. Hearing my confession, a look of joy appears on Fuyu's face. Knowing that this is my first time too, Fuyu is finally able to calm down, if only slightly. Yeah, I understand. Just be gentle, okay? Without saying a word, I nod my head, then kiss Fuyu on the lips one more time.
And then we made some wolf babies.
Yes. Mutually confirming our feelings for one another, we fall back on the bed in a passionate embrace. We spend the night together, lost in each other. Oh yeah. Beautiful. In the time since Fuyu and I first became intimate, our daily lives have undergone a number of drastic changes. With the blessing of the new pack leader Mirari, as well as Fuyu's parents, the two of us have been staying primarily in my cabin. We've been living alone in my cabin together while routinely visiting the pack, mostly for the sake of supporting Mirari in her new role. As time has marched on, however, we found ourselves returning to the pack less and less. Not because we've ever ties with them, if anything. If anything, my place within the pack has only grown stronger as time has gone on. Rather, the reason why we've been moving about less frequently lately is one which Mirari and Fuyu's parents understand and support wholeheartedly. Namely,
Oh, wolf children, wolf babies.
yeah, got her pregnant. To raise our children. Hey, there's no need for that. Look, there's plenty for everyone, okay? I said stop that. If you two start fighting again, so help me, Al. Whoa, easy there, you three. What seems to be the problem here? Ah, dear. They're fighting over breakfast again. Seriously? I thought I made enough for everyone. You did. It isn't the quantity that matters. They each want what the other one has. Sheesh, aren't they a bit too young for sibling rivalry? They can't even talk yet. They shouldn't be fighting. Tell me about it. Fuyu picks up two of our cubs, one in each hand in order to separate them. Now you two listen up. If you don't stop fighting, Mama isn't going to feed either one of you. Despite her tender, loving tone of voice, Fuyu's threat is both real and terrifying. What kind of mother threatens to not feed her children? Asundere mother, that's who. Contrary to her words, I know that Fuyu won't do anything to harm our children. She's been enamored with them from the moment she found out she was pregnant, and that love has only continued to grow ever since. No matter how much chaos they cause and how many sleepless nights they give us, they are still our beloved children, and we wouldn't trade this life away for anything. What is it for you? I love you, Juan. Hearts filled with warmth, I gently kiss her forehead. I love you too.
Oh, such a beautiful ending. Oh, that's an ending. That's a good ending. Oh, I love it. So good. Yeah. Razor visual. You're so good. I love you. Illustrations, not so for. I love you. You're so good. Writing, Zetsubo. I love you. You're so great. Programming, Zetsubo. You're so good. Zetsubro.
Movie effect, Promise Animations. Very good, Promise Animations. I love you as well.
Oh, the backgrounds of you down here, Purple Planet, Neo Shift, King V.
Thank you for playing. Thank you so much for making this game. It has been truly wonderful. Wow. That was beautiful. Okay, we did it. We got the Fuyu ending. Next up is Mirari's ending. So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been a great journey. So, I will, of course, do Mirari's ending, of course. Sorry, excuse me. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, please leave a like, comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, as that would be epically appreciated of you. And as always, my name is CherryBoy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!